Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Shafira Lutfiana with NPM 121060052 from class 1C, English education student at Swadaya Gunung Jati University. This video was made to fulfill the mid-semester exam assignment, the Introduction of Literature course. In this video, I will present about the transitional period. This period called the transitional period because it covers the period of two great figures in English literature, that is Geoffrey Chaucer and William Shakespeare. Geoffrey Chaucer was an English poet, author, civil servant, best known for the Canterbury Tales. He was born in London, England on 1340 and died in 1400. And William Shakespeare was an English playwright, poet, and actor. He is widely regarded as the greatest writer in the English language and the world's greatest dramatist. He was born in Stratford-upon-Avon, England on 1564 and died in 1616. English during this period also experienced a transition from Middle English to Modern English, from various dialects to Standard English. There are also those who call this period as the imitative period because many of the poems produced in this period are felt to imitate poems of Chaucer. This is an example of changes from English in the Middle and English in the modern periods. Poets during this period include John Lydgate, was born on 1370 and died on 1451, was an English monk and poet, born in Lydgate near Haverhill, Suffolk, England. He is a translator of moral and religious works. He is also an admirer of Chaucer. In his works, he tends to follow the French Romance writer. Number 2 is Stephen Hawes, died in 1523, was a popular English poet during the Tudor period. He created many allegories and was not a great writer, but his contribution in standardizing English was big. And number 3 is John Skelton, was born on 1460 and died on 1529, was an English poet and tutor to King Henry VIII of England. Skelton died in Westminster. John Skelton was well known as a satirist with his short mocking lines, hurling, sketching, criticism of those in church and government. In Scotlandia, Chaucer's influence was very big, so in that land there were a number of poets commonly called by Scottish Chaucerians. They include Robert Henryson, who was born on 1430, William Dunbar, who was born on 1465 and died on 1530, and the last is Gavin Douglas, who was born on 1474 and died on 1522. Henryson was a poet who flourished in Scotland in the period, counted among the Scots makars. He lived in the royal burgh of Dunfermline and is a distinctive voice in the Northern Renaissance, at a time when the culture was on cusp between medieval and Renaissance sensibilities. One of Henderson's main poems is The Testament of Curside, has so much in common with Chaucer's poems that in 1711 people thought it was Chaucer's work. And then Dunbar was a Scottish marker quite active in the late of 15th centuries and the early 16th century. He was closely associated in the court of King James IV and produced a large body of work in Scots distinguished by its great variation in themes and literary styles. Also, he is a satirical, allegorical rhyme writer. In his allegorical poetry, he follows the Chaucers, but in his satire, he is more free. And Douglas was a Scottish bishop, marker, and translator. His main pioneering achievement was the Enneados, a full and faithful vernacular translation of the Aeneid of Virgil into Scots, and the first successful example of its kind in any Anglic language. It's better known as the translation of Aeneid, which is the first classic work to be translated into English. New situation emerged by the works of Sir Thomas Wyatt, who was born on 1503 and died on 1542, and Henry Howard, Earl of Surrey, who was born on 1517 and died on 1547. They both created lyrics with influence of Italian writer Petrarch. Surrey became popular for using blank verse, or poem without rhyme, consisting 5 syllables with strong stress in each line. And this blank verse is mostly used by Shakespeare and Million Morte d'Arthur in year 1470, written by Sir Thomas Malory, prose romance that revolves around King Arthur and his knights. This work has historical significance because it was used as a source of inspiration and source material for famous poets such as Shakespeare and Tennyson. The translation of the New Testament in year 1525 is another work of prose that is also very influential, done by William Tyndale, who was born on 1484 and died in 1536. The translation made the standard English more sure and be spread out not only among scientists but also common people. Tyndale's work is the authorized version, which is the standard English Bible published in 1611. English drama continued to develop in the mid of 15th century. A new type of drama emerged, which was named moralities. This is different from mysteries and miracle. Morality does not feature scenes taken from the Bible or from the lives of saints, but morality tells of characters who are abstractions, such as goodness, evil, mankind, and so on. The main purpose of the morality is to teach morals, but the elements of the entertainment are not forgotten. Only previous religious dramas often features devils as characters who laugh at them, as well as morality often gives evil qualities to evil. One of the well-known morality is every man, which was coined in the late 15th century by an unknown author. Apart from moralities, there was a new type of drama during that period. It was called interlude, a short drama which was neither religious nor allegorical. The purpose was solely to entertain, although there was still a moral opportunity for the writer. This drama is for the upper class. One of the famous interludes is Fulgence and Lucrece by Henry Manuel, which tells the story of a girl named Lucrece who hesitated because she was proposed to by two men, one of whom was from the upper class and someone from the lower class. But in the end, Lucrece chose the man from the lower class. In the end of the transitional period, the influence of Renaissance began to appear in the world of drama in England. Greek and Roman works began to be known and accepted. The first England comedy to appear, which imitated the classic comedy, was Rob Royster Doyster in year approximately 1550 by Nicholas Udale. He managed to create a full comedy, not just funny dialogues. That's enough presentation from me. Thank you and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.